afternoon. Today is a lemon drizzle day. So here are my ingredients. So these are the ingredients: caster sugar, whole milk, stalk, self-raising flour, eggs, fresh lemons and some baking powder. And it's going to be made into the form of a tray bake so I can sell it by the slice. First of all, I'm combining the stalk with the sugar. That's 225 grams of each, and I'll do this until it's thoroughly mixed together, and you can see that it goes from yellow to a lot paler colour yellow. So I'm happy with the sugar and fat mixture. Now I've popped in the eggs and I'm going to mix those until they're thoroughly combined, until they look as one and in no way separated. Right, my next step is I've added the milk. That is just 4 tablespoons of whole milk, 2 level teaspoons of baking powder, 275 grams of self-raising, and then I've just zested 2 lemons. Then I'm going to just mix that up and make sure all the ingredients are whisked in together. Part of the way through, well, a couple of times really, I'll take a spatula to go around the bowl, because sometimes with a stand mixer it tends to just do the middle and it'll leave stuff at the side. So I want to make sure every bit of this is combined, so I will scrape it down a couple of times. So this needs to go on. Put the guard on because we've got the flour. We don't want clouds all through the kitchen. And we'll combine this, and I'll come back once it's all mixed to show you. So that's all mixed in beautifully. Lovely and fluffy and light. So now I'm going to scrape that all out into a tray to make the tray bakes. As you can see, I've just lined this tin and just going to start scooping it out. So that's all in now. I'm just going to, I don't want to press it down, but I'm just kind of sort of tenderly kind of evening it out somewhat, but I don't want to knock air out of it, so that should do. Using the spatula. Spatulas are a great invention sort of these days, these silicone ones. I mean, look how clean you can get the bowls. You know, you think, why is she even mentioning it? Well, if you're sort of my age, around my age, you'll remember if your mum was making cakes, or your dad or your nan or granddad, and you'd get to lick the bowl. Oh, that was always a treat, licking the bowl. Well, that doesn't happen anymore, but I guess you can lick the spatula, and as I do, lick the whisk. Right then, I'm going to pop this in the oven for about, well, I'm going to test it after half an hour with a skewer, and hopefully that will come up, we'll get a good rise on that. But I have tasted the batter and it is yummy and lemony. So let's see it in about half an hour. Okay, so all baked now, risen well. I've cut the ends off just so I can portion it up neatly. So now I'm going to cut these in half and squeeze the lemon juice and then pop it into the sugar. Okay, so I've put the juice of 2 lemons squeezed into 175 grams of caster sugar. And I'm just giving that a good stir until it's dissolved. While I'm doing that, I'll tell you, as soon as I got this out, I cut the ends. And then the skewer that I used to double check that it was cooked through, I've prodded holes all over the cake. So when I get to pour this over, it'll all sort of sink in. This might take some time to dissolve, so we'll come back once that's done. Right, make sure all that's covered. Oh yeah, and it's pouring over onto the hob. Never mind. That's all on. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oops, extra. Puffs of glitter. So that's the lemon drizzle finally cut up and ready to pack off for tomorrow. It's beautiful. All loads of that lovely lemon has settled at the bottom as well as being on the top, which overnight should crisp more, but I'm really pleased with that, and I have tasted the ends and it is divine. So yeah, pleased with that bake.